Rise of Maharaja Ganesh Narayan. Maharaja Ganesh Narayan was born in the famous Barendra Brahmin Ettakiya Vaduri clan of Bhaturia kingdom. In this family, the famous Pandit Udayanacharya of Kusumanjali was born, who famous became by defeating Shankaracharya in an argument, introduced by Durgacharan Sannyal. This Vaduri family is forever famous. Mahatma Udayanacharya Vaduri was born in the village of Balihati, present day Baliati in Dhaka district. There is no other scholar like him in the country of Bengal. His week-long debate with Shankaracharya on Chitrakoot mountain during his pilgrimage is famous throughout the country. There are many books like Kusumanjali, Tirtha Mahatmyang, etc. written by Udayanacharya. Politics of Pandua after the death of Illiyas Sah. After the death of Illiyas Sah in 1357-1358, disputes over the throne between his sons. This time, according to Durgacharan Sannyal, a Barendra Brahmin Zamidar of Sannyal Kangsharam became the key power center after the death of Shamshuddin Illiyas Sah, Ganesh Narayan and Kangsharam Sannyal. In an earlier video, we mentioned Namanash Raj Shikibahan Sannyal, who helped Shamshuddin Illiyas Shah in the Battle of Pandua against the Sultan of Delhi. In return for his help, Illiyas Shah made one of his sons, Jagodananda, his prime minister. Shikibahan's other two sons, Subudhiram and Keshav Narayan, will also give him honorary title of Khan for valor. Jagadananda Rai of this Vaduri clan became prime minister of Shamshuddin Illiyas Shah and was given Bhaturia Pargona as Jaigir. Pandits used to call this place Vaduri Chakra. The profit of this Jaigir was more than 1 lakh rupees. Siddhi Narayan Rai became the first king of Bhaturia and was independent in internal affairs. At that time, as the practice of getting land was not common among Bengalis, Vaduri paid only 1 taka as royalty. Hence this clan named as Ektakiya Vaduri. Raja Ganesh was Jagadananda's son. Is Raj Pandua of Lakhnauti Pradesh under Delhi Sultanate. Pandua was the capital of the Lucknow province under Delhi Sultanate. King Ganesh had huge influence. He was not the most important there. After the death of Jagadananda, the seat was taken by King Kangsharam of Shator. According to Mr. Durgacharan Sannyal's Social History of Bengal, in the 14th and 15th century AD, 2 kings of Barendra Brahmin descent rose to power in Gaud. One of them was Kangsharam and the other was Ganesh Narayan Rai. With the help of Kangsharam, a son of Illiyas Sah named Maizuddin seized power and Kangsharam killed one of his brothers. At this time, Maizuddin ruled only in one name and all the power was in hands of Kangsharam. Probably Sikandar Shah killed Maizuddin and ascended the throne and set an expedition against Kangsharam. It is not known whether Kangsharam died in battle or was captured and killed, although many historians consider Sikandar Shah to be Maizuddin. However, on the death of Kangsharam, King Ganesh regained his previous importance at the royal court. Battle of Tanore and Raja Ganesh Narayan's enthronement. After the death of Sultan Sikandar Shah, Nasrat Shah took the Masnad of Pandua under the name of Shamshuddin II. On the other hand, another son of Sikandar, Giyasuddin Azam Shah, declared himself as an independent sultan outside Pandua and sought the help of Ganesh Narayan, king of Bhaturia, to invade Gaud. Ganesh accepted the help and started arranging logistics and troops for the war. A total of 32,000 soldiers attacked Gaud, with 20,000 soldiers from his own state and 12,000 soldiers from neighboring states. According to medieval Persian document Illiyas Salatin, King Ganesh was the king of Bhaturia kingdom. 4 boundaries of Bhaturia Pargona: Ghodaghat in the north, Mohananda and Punarbhaba in the west, Karatwa in the east, Kiyadagosh of Rajshahi in the south. River Athri flows through the Bhaturia Pargona. According to Dr. Francis Buchanan Hamilton, the first statistical reporter of the British era, he was the administration of Dinajpur in North Bengal. Battle of Tanore. On the northern route of Chalanbil, the military campaign started from Shatgarh towards Gaud. Meanwhile, Azam Shah was on his way to the south after being chased by the enemy. He fled towards Bhaturia. Ganesh's army intercepted Nasrat Shah's army after near Tanore. A fierce battle ensued between the two sides and Azam Shah was either killed or, according to some accounts, killed by Ganesh himself. Nasrat Shah now attacked Ganesh but was killed in a battle with Ganesh. This incident took place in 787 Hijri. Giyasuddin Azam Shah was succeeded by his son Saifuddin Hazma Shah and Sihabuddin Bayazid Shah. Sihabuddin Bayazid Shah was installed on the Ganesh throne. Muhammad Firasta states that Ganesh Narayan became very powerful during the reign of Sihabuddin Bayazid Shah. Although earlier authorities like Firista and Nizamuddin mentions that Ganesh Narayan ascended the throne after Sihabuddin recapture of Gaud's throne. Shihabuddin was succeeded by his son Alauddin Firoz Shah as Sultan but was soon disposed by King Ganesh. Ganesh Narayan deposed Firoz Shah after ruling for a few months. While the first Alauddin Firoz Shah coins issued from Muzammabad in 817 Hijri has been found, coins issued from the capital Firozabad Pandua have not been found. After his ouster, he left the capital and attempted to establish control over Muzammabad, West Bengal, and fought with Ganesh. But Ganesh defeated and killed him, and Hamza Shah left Bengal after being totally defeated in the Battle of Bayajidpur in Dinajpur. Safiuddin Abul Mujahid Hamza Shah attempted to recapture Gaud from Bihar region until 1402 with the help of Shiv Singh, king of Oinwar of Mithila, who defeated and killed Hamza Shah. Re-establishment of Hindu rule and administrative reforms in Gaud. The victorious king Ganesh Narayan entered Gaudnagar with a royal army and ascended the throne as Gaud emperor. The Bengali rule was re-established in Gaud. Maharaja Ganesh Narayan established a new type of government by occupying the throne of Gaud. Udayanacharya's ancestor Narasimha Nariyal was a minister in his Raj Sabha. The Advaita Prakash of Ishan Nagar, written in 1490 CE, is written about Narasimha Nariyal, the great-grandfather of Advaita Acharya, well known in the Vaishnav world. সেই নরসিংহ নারিয়াল বলিয়া খ্যাত, সিদ্ধ গোত্রিয়া খ্যাত, আরু ওঝার বংশজাত। সেই নরসিংহর যশ ঘোষে ত্রিভুবন, সর্বশাস্ত্রে সুপণ্ডিত অচি বিচক্ষণ। যাহার মন্ত্রণা বলে শ্রী গণেশ রাজা, গৌড়িয়া বাদশাহ মারি গৌড়ে হইলা রাজা। যার কন্যা বিবাহে হয় কাপের উৎপত্তি, লাউড প্রদেশে হয় যাহার বসতি। Lifestyle of Maharaja Ganesh Narayan. Under the rule of King Ganesh, the people of both Hindu and Muslim communities had equal rights and the king was a favorite for both. After becoming the king of Gaud, Begums of Nasrat Azam stayed in Gaud palace as his concubine. His own family lived in Pandua. In this conquest, Mir Farzand Hossain wrote, King Ganesh secretly betrothed Begum Dik, and when he lived in Pandua, he lived in virtue like a pious Brahmin. He also established many temples in his name at Pandua, Tonda and Matra. He was a very soft-spoken man and was very polite. He encouraged both religions, but he did not allow anyone to condemn a different religion. He ruled the empire for 7 years with absolute happiness. In fact, almost all historians admit that the accounts of Riyaz's Sultanate are exaggerated and are not credible. Kaliprashanna Banerjee has characterized his narrative as an adventurous story. Even according to the story told in Riyaz, when Ibrahim Shah reached Bengal with his army, Ganesh then kept Sheikhun Nur Qutub al-Alam for his protection, which has been proven wrong by many contemporary documents. Battle of Pandua, Jaunpur, defeat of Ibrahim Shah. Nur Qutulul Alam did not take kindly to the rule of Ganesh Narayan as a traditional ruler and had political conflicts with the king Ganesh. In order to out King Ganesh from Bengal, he wrote a letter to Sultan Ibrahim Shah Sharki of Jaunpur requesting the Sultan to invade Bengal. After receiving the letter, Ibrahim started the expedition towards Bangala. Ibrahim's Sultanate forces fought against Ganesh's forces and Ibrahim was defeated in the battle. A number of independent sources at least that Ibrahim Shah was completely defeated by Raja Ganesh, such as Chinese travelogues of the time, Arakan and Burmese histories, as well as the ambassador of the Timurid ruler of Afghanistan. Context of King Ganesh conflict with the Sultan of Jaunpur. At the time of Hindu resurgence was taking place in Bengal, at that time a Hindu power arose in Mithila as well. The opposition of King Shiv Singh of Mithila with the Sultan of Jaunpur had been going on for a long time. Ibrahim Sarki feared that the Muslim rule was being wiped out in a vast area from Chittagong to Darbhanga. He feared that the currents have risen in Banga, Pandua and Mithila will soon in Jaunpur as well. Then his throne will not be secure. The alliance of Shiv Singh and Ganesh Narayan made him worry more. His fear were not unfounded. His fear proved true when Shiv Singh started trying to expand his empire to the west. He feared that Raja Ganesh Narayan Vaduri and Raja Shiv Singh Jha would unite and attack Jaunpur. Since the ports of Saptagram and Sonargaon were in Hindu possession, it was more likely that Jaunpur would lose. About Raja Shiv Singh, Oinwar Dynasty had established its kingdom in Mithila during time of the Tughlaq. The rulers of this dynasty had issued coins in gold and silver. The coins bore legend as sometimes the name of the kings with the era. Shiv Singh, the seventh member of this dynasty, had issued some tiny gold coins. A few silver coins of Oinwar Dynasty were introduced by Shiv Singh, were discovered by Professor R.K. Chaudhary. The coin bore a Sri on the obverse and Shiva Shah on the reverse side of the coin. Apart from gold coins, silver coins were issued. The coins followed the weight standard of 162 grains and they bore a long legend divided in two parts. This was placed in a square area. The legend contained Maharaja Sri Darpanarayan Atmaja Tribhutikara Raja Sri Bhairava Simhasya. The regalia was placed on one side of the four corners and the Shaka era in the similar way on the other. 1398-1418 Cultural Revival of Bengal and Mithila. Pashanda Dolon Hetu Bhavabdhi Tarun Setu Rajajabe Chandidas Radhakrishna Lila Vidyapati Taduttore Gailo Mithilapure Horiprem Rosogiti Nahijar Tula. Bengal and Maithili literature flourished during this period. The literature of Vidyapati in Mithila and Krittibash Oza in Bengal became famous. Poet Bodu Chandidas read Sri Krishna Kirtan in Shikharbhum in Rad region. Later in his lineage, Padmalochan, the great grandson of his brother Devidas, wrote the poem Bashali Mahatma. Result of the Munger War. Ibrahim together sent an expedition against Pandua and Mithila. In 1406, King Shingoja and King Ganesh Narayan united. Conduct an encounter at a place at the mouth of the Ganges. Fierce fighting continued for some time. Abdul Razzaq Samarkandi in his Mala-us-Sadain wa Mazma-ul-Baharin mentions that a diplomat of Shahrukh, the Timurid ruler of Herat of Afghanistan, wrote that after his defeat by the king of Bengal, Shahrukh at the request of the Sultan of Jaunpur intervened in Jaunpur crisis, where realizing Ganesh Narayan's military power, he ordered the ruler of Jaunpur to desist from attacking the Raja of Bengal or face the consequences. This forced the Sultan of Jaunpur to withdraw his troops and desist from his invasion of Bengal. Unfortunately, probably Shiv Singh died in the battle. Although his body was not recovered from the battlefield, the results were inconclusive, but Ibrahim had to give up a lot of his territory. Gandak river is the border of Jaunpur, Pandua and Mithila. Lakshmi Devi, chief wife of Shiv Singh, ruled as a regent for 12 years. She committed sati after many years for waiting of her husband's return. Taking advantage of the king's absence, most of his kingdom was later recaptured by Ibrahim Shah. Other participating kingdoms in the war. A contemporary Arakanese document records that the army of King Ganesh, then the ruler of Pandua, defeated Ibrahim in the battle. According to this document, Arakan ruler named Naramekla Minsho Mon, who had taken refuge in Pandua in 1406 after being defeated by one of the Burmese Ava kings, provided military aid to King Ganesh, which enabled his army to defeat Ibrahim. Naramekla Minshaumon was the great grandson of Min Hatti Min Khau, who occupied Arakan, defeating the Oinwar Dynasty in 1406. The Ming rulers of Arakan had long good relations with the Deva Dynasty. It is very likely that he first came to the Chandradip and later to Pandanagar to seek help. Most probably he led the army in the war with Jaunpur as a general of the Deva Empire. Conversion of Yadunarayan. Raja Ganesh Narayan ruled peacefully in 1412-13 and died. His son Yadunarayan ascended the throne and an accident happened. Yadunarayan fell in love with a Pathan woman who happened to be Azam Shah's daughter. Yadunarayan tries to marry Asmantara by being in a honey trap, but the Varendra Brahmin clan was against her marriage. Due to strong opposition from the Varendra Brahmins, Yadu converted to Islam and married Asmantara. Yadu became Jalaluddin. Yadunarayan had a Hindu wife and a daughter before him. Yadu married Aboni Krishna Sannal's daughter, Navakishori. At the time of his marriage to Asmantara, Yadu's son Arup Narayan was 5 years old. Hearing this news, the girl left Pandua and started living in Bhaturia. The Bhaturia Zamindari later became famous as Ektakia Jomidar. A remarkable event took place in Fort Battle of Pandunagar and the final expansion of Deva Empire and the restoration of Hindu rule. The Hindu subjects and the feudal lords were very angry at the conversion of Yadunarayan and took advantage of this incident to attack and capture Pandunagar. Initially, some historians mistook Danujmardan Dev for Ganesh, but this view was later proven wrong. Mohammodaya, Hariprasad Shastri, Nagendranath Basu and Nikhilnath Roy date this Puthi as 200 years old. Srijukta Nikhil Babu has published this book with annotations in his journal Shashwati. It was written on the 5th day of Shaura Boishak. It means it was written in 1622 century. According to this genealogy, the Dev Vangshyas were disciples of the Bandhopadhyas of Kattadip or Katwa, so they used to inscribe Chandiparayana on their coins. This verse of this Kulji quoted by Satish Chandra Mitto in History of Jeshwar Khulna is Jabonanjo Dorikrito Kangshakulang Nihattacha Panduyayang Devarajya Monenaiva Pratishthitam. Prasiddha Mahendra, son of Chandiparayan Devendra, he eliminated Yavandig and killed the Kangshakulas and established the kingdom of God in Pandunagar. Most likely Yadunarayan escaped somehow, or the Dev soldiers mistaking someone else for Yadunarayan. Yadu probably took political refuge in Jaunpur. Prior to the discovery of this genealogy, Mr. Rakhaldas Bandopadhyay Mohashoy also speculated that after the death of King Ganesh of Kangsharam Mahendradev rebelled and established an independent kingdom in Pandanagar and started stamping his own name. Danujmardan Dev probably died in 1310. What he do, no one other have ever in Aryavarta could have done. Danujmardan and Mahendra Dev's name will be forever remembered in history for being the kings who established their own coins by their own names in those difficult times and defeated Yavans in many wars.